don't know that she can hear me?
Sometimes.
Like, I hope my webcam mic isn't always on, because Jonny has his private moments.
Well, no, I don't.
Pro don't want to hear those.
I mute those.
Oh, good.
There.
Bob Pro says it's always on.
It says pre-show now.
Oh my God! Next time I'm gonna be mentally think to myself, Mod Pro, mute me right now.
Where's this thing?
Gonna sit down. Gonna grab my Jonny socks. Mod Pro mute.
They actually want you to use Teams now. Can you believe that?
Teams?
Teams
Teams runs the world now.
Yeah, but how does Teams make Skype work, though?
Oh, man, I made Mod Pro go all caps.
How does that work, though?
How does what work?
How does Teams work with Skype, though? How does that work?
Well, Skype's gone.
No, it isn't. I'm still logged on to it. It's
well, I mean, it may as well be gone.
Well, I know, but how does... Oh, there it is.
Well, you sign up for Teams and you use it. I mean, that's...
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Think of it as Skype, but purple.
No. I mean, can you kind of call a phone on the Teams?
Yes,
I don't think
absolutely.
So.
You absolutely can.
No.
Yeah.
No,
our whole phone system is tied into Teams. We don't have we talked about this on my last show, which...
I don't remember talking about that. No, we did not.
On my last show, I talked about that. But it may have been after I made some disparaging comments about Trump, so you may have tuned out.
You have, but I wouldn't listen to you. I would have just tuned out because you're a dick. But you're telling me that your phones hook up to Teams?
Yes.
No.
If some
your VoIP service is Teams.
It ties into Teams. Very few people have desk phones. You only get a desk phone if you ask us for one. And if you ask us for one, our desk phone is basically something that looks like a phone, but it's basically a computer with a touchscreen that you sign into your Teams account. That's where we are. Phone systems are obsolete.
Well,
phone
I understand.
Systems are yesterday's
news.
news.
That phone systems are all void.
Do you have a phone on your desk anymore?
Yeah, I do. I don't ever use it, but it's there.
And it's not Teams. It's some old school Cisco.
We don't use Teams. No, okay. I don't know who it is. It's some VoIP service. I have no idea which one it is.
What do you if you schedule a conference call internally? What are you scheduling that with?
Google
Meet Chat. Google Meet. Oh, okay. Well, your company's into some kinky shit there. I didn't even know Google had services that businesses used.
It's no different than Zoom. What's the difference? You never worked with Zoom before, obviously. Then have you?
No. Our board are a bunch of geriatrics that only use Zoom, which is the reason why we have a Zoom account, because they can't figure out how to fucking get Teams.
We have one of those too. We have a Zoom account for the whole. It's for the same people. Now the thing is, Zoom.
If the old folks with the money like Zoom, you buy Zoom.
That's true.
That's how it works.
Here, and we've used Teams and Zoom. I can tell you right now, Zoom does a lot more than Teams does. It's just Teams ties into your horseshit Microsoft accounts that nobody cares about. We don't even use Outlook, Johnny.
Okay, you're into some really kinky shit. We're into some like the rest of the
world
use Outlook.
We're into some normalization. How much trouble have you had with Outlook in your world, in your life?
The same amount of trouble I've had with any piece of software I've used.
Bull crap.
AKA a lot.
Bull crap.
It's Dune.
For people tuning in, this is what you get to hear. This is it. This is what we talk about before the show. Johnny tells me things.
That keeps me employed. If it all worked right, I'd be out of a job, dude.
If you're wondering what we talk about before the show, now you know. We listened to Tangerine Club in the Hype Train. They've had the Hype Train song going for about an hour now.
Now, I don't know if Mod Pro's alluding to the fact that this is the time of the year that I buy caramels to make Cheerios.
Oh
nests.
God, I heard people doing the caramel fight over the week. Good Lord.
Caramel fight?
Yes, caramel. Shut the beep up.
In Jersey, we call it caramel.
I get it. In Kansas, I don't care.
Well, what do your friends call it in Kansas?
Most of them say caramel or caramel. Most of them say, we have some snooty poots that like to say caramel.
Now, the only time I would ever pronounce it more than two syllables is now the candy bar is caramello because that's how the jingle goes. Stretch it out, caramello.
Ooh,
but otherwise, it's caramel.
That sounds like a OF kind of song.
You don't remember stretch it out?
No.
Out.
No.
Caramello.
No.
Well, I got to pour a beer, and you got to play some pre-show roll. I do have a song queued, so and I probably should get I should probably get a pee in there before I pour. So I'll be back in a few, and you get some pre-show rolling.
Pee, pour, and beer. Okay.
Yeah, well, I drove an hour each way, so 2 hours round trip to buy expensive beer that you would classify as not this. But we'll talk more about that
5 minutes.
and your meme dancing.
I got 5 minutes of stuff then.
Okay, I'll make it a quick pee.
Okay, so I'm going to mute the Tea Club. Muting the Tea Club. Clicking the button. And here's, listen to some wah-wah. Some of that.
they will. After what you wanna do is that you better feel mental with every mile. I said I asked you please for a little slack. Now you said no, not going back down. I said hold me down just a little longer. Don't you know that it makes you stronger? Woo! Yeah, come on up and over. Let me come on up. Let me come on up. Come on up. Let me come on up. Let me come on up. Just a little longer. Don't you know that it makes you stronger? So why you wanna do is stop feeling better with every mile. Turn me down just a little longer. Come on back, you won't make me stronger. Let me come on up and Shabba come on up and over. Shabba come on up and over. I don't want to. Let me come on up and over. Let me come on up and over. Yeah. Like you said no, I'm not coming back out. Said hold me down just a little long. Don't you know that it makes us strong? Come on up, baby.
Is it me or does that sound slow?
Sounds normal to me, but
program is
maybe I'm a little slow today.
Audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Well, if you're fast, then it's slow relative.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure, a monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh! My heart just stopped! Ah, there it goes.
Explosions.
Explosion.
It's Mayor St. Peter. Or wait, no, not mayor. He's just city council guy.
City councilor guy. No, he lost the election,
Oh,
right?
well, yeah. Maybe he's won since then, though.
He's future candidate.
Yeah, future councilman St. Peter.
Future mayor. Future president.
Wait a
St. Peter.
second. We got to stretch this out. Yuck. There we go. Hey, I said stretch it out like that one thing. What is this? I kind of dig this.
This is the new Stereolab single.
The new Stereo Lab, as opposed.
It's
I like
their
this.
first album in 15 years is coming out next month.
The way you just said that made me have a flashback from that John Cusack show where he goes, "I will now sell 12 copies of the something something by the somethings," and he puts the record on, and everybody's going like that.
And are you talking about High Fidelity?
Yes, yeah. I
They
don't know what the
they
song,
also featured Stereolab.
I know. I don't know what the song was though. The song that he sold. You remember that?
Yeah, I had to dig deep in my DVD collection for that.
But there was that one scene where he goes, "I will now sell 12 copies of the such and such by the so and so's." Oh, he just wrote, keep trying, man. Sooner or later they're going to just get tired and just let you in. Steve, I want to be there for that. Point of order. We don't do that here. Sorry.
Wait, is he watching on YouTube? Because he's not in
no, he's on YouTube. Yeah,
Twitch chat.
I'm watching him on another chat. You can see,
I need to pull up that chat.
he's on the tube.
Yeah.
He's a tubes kind of guy. Talk to you later. I
But
think
he
that's
is
how it
running
goes.
again.
Oh, cool.
I mean, he says he's running
I'm
again.
telling you,
and he
sooner or
won
later
an
they're going to
award
say,
for
you know
EV.
what? The sooner we can let this guy in, the sooner he won't run anymore. If we just let you just serve 4 years, or was it 2 years? What is it? 2 or 4 years?
Well,
I
no
don't
one
know how that
serves
works.
just one thing. Well, plus not all things have term limits.
Oh, that's true. And if you
Town
just
councils usually have the
Oh.
same people.
oh,
until
that's
they
then you
die.
might just get in and just stay in. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I should just let you do your thing.
I mean, have you ever do you ever attend your town council meetings? You seem like the type of guy.
I haven't. I got friends that do. I've never been to one. I got one friend who that has gone to many of them. He has some good stories to tell because it's funny because they actually what they have the person that heads you off and the person that heads you off. Because they don't. First of all, when you walk in there, they don't want you to talk. That's the first thing. So the first thing they do is try to do a deal with you before you even get to the podium to shut you the hell up, and then they have the shut up guy, and then
I only ever attended one town meeting, and that was when I lived in Lincolnville, Maine, and
looking that up to see if
there's
that's
a
real
road that
town.
runs.
Go ahead.
Stephen St. Peter can vouch for me. But so when I was living there, there's a road that goes through Lincolnville called Route 152, aka one of the least maintained roads in the great state.
Is
of Maine.
Lincolnville a good place to live? Question mark.
Absolutely.
One of the best.
They got a general store.
AI says it's one of the best places to live in Maine. There.
And the taxes aren't as high as Camden.
Where
but they're getting there.
Restaurants in Lincolnville. Let's go check those.
Oh
out.
no, you got to travel a few towns for that.
No, not according. Not according to this.
Oh well, Lincolnville Beach has got some restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you drive out there.
If you're wondering where Lincolnville is, it's here, I guess. Is it right? Oh, it's right on the water.
Well, Lincolnville Beach is, but it does go inland a little bit. But
Lincolnville
it's a
Motel.
coastal town.
Where
Pretty much.
did you live? Like around?
I
You probably live back in the woods. I'm guessing.
Well, I live near the lake.
That's a lake. Okay.
There's a lake somewhere out there.
Okay, how's it? Is this a saltwater lake? And why is there a saltwater farm here? I'm starting to question your validity of this. The mountain,
Anyways.
the Mount Battle Inn.
Matt Batty. Mount Batty. That's an I.
Okay.
Inky eye.
It's an I.
The mockingbird.
It's
The
not Battle,
mockingbird.
It's Batty.
Go ahead.
There's a difference between an L and an I.
Johnny lived right.
But yeah, we were a little inland.
Okay, so you lived right there then. That one.
Like we could afford to live there.
Well, I don't know what there is. This could be Slumville right here. I don't know.
It's on the coast. There ain't no slums on the coast of any.
So you're farther over this way then. You might be. You could be this little dot right here.
Yeah. You might have to zoom out a little bit more, but for the purposes of this show, yeah, that's where we live.
Okay, that's what Johnny was right here. Right here is where Johnny was.
Right there was a trailer across the street from a mythical tree farm that may or may not exist.
Okay, I'm buying it. Totally buying it.
Either we had a tree farm and we forgot that, or we got a phone number that used to belong to
the original people that owned the tree farm did have another house on the lake, didn't they? Didn't Gothard's parents have a house on the lake?
I have no idea where the tree farm that we had got the phone number for was. All I know is we got a phone number that used to belong to a tree farm. And so every year around Christmas, we got calls from people looking for Christmas trees. And so at some point, Gothard, in his infinite sense of humor, left a voicemail on our answering machine saying there are no Christmas trees this year because UFOs came in and burned it all down.
So sad.
But if you have a message for Gothard or Johnny, leave it after the beep. Now, most people would hear UFOs and go, "Oh, clearly this is a joke." They're people that are tired of getting phone calls about Christmas trees. Some people just hear tree farm and that just confirms what they already know.
They're so sad.
Which is that this phone number belongs to. So we actually got a voicemail from someone one year that said, "We're really sorry to hear about the fire, but if you have any trees left, we are interested. So please."
That's great.
Did you not hear UFOs?
That's awesome. You know what? That might be a thing for them. Hey, I do have a question, as what Mars would say. Does this bridge really just like terminate into the water and then you just die? Is that the way that works?
There are ferries to the islands.
Okay. I don't know if is it okay to call them that? Oh, boats. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
Ferries.
I wasn't sure where you were going with this.
That's with an E.
Okay. Oh, there's a difference in spelling? I don't know. Steve Peter,
well, you thought I was saying ferries.
Okay, what
took me a while.
Wait. So can you say both those back to back?
Ferries.
I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. Anyway, so right here is where is there a ramp right here where you go then you float across, right?
No, basically what that is that you drive your car onto a boat. The boat takes you to the island. You drive your car off, and there's still road. So if you want to give directions through a map app, you have to have the ferry route as kind of existing.
Now, I got to give him points here. Shagrock Point sounds like a banging place, if you know what I'm saying.
I think we all know what you're saying.
I know you know exactly what I'm saying. Why does it go around the cemetery? Well, I guess it'd be weird if it went through it. That's true.
Anyways, so today I took a drive out to Treehouse Brewery, and I have a fridge stocked with beer. And this lovely number here is, what is this called? This is called Citra Always. Which is an American double IPA, 8.4%, 16 ounce. The Magic of Terror. We combined Citra hops from 3 of our favorite growers for this special release. These hand-selected hops carry juicy notes of bright citrus, stone fruit, lychee, ripe mango, clementine-like character, and a hint of vanilla.
Which one? Charlton or Tewksbury?
I went to Charlton.
Okay. Where obviously kids are welcome.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
And you can
I went to a few kids there.
You can hang out with live music.
Yeah, they have that.
Goodbye Irene sounds like a song, not a band. Just saying. Goodbye Irene.
Mars
We'll
asking
see
if I
you
went
next
into the
week.
treehouse.
Oh, they got a treehouse there? Okay.
No, it's a
Here
scroll
it is.
tree
That's what I
house.
was looking for.
Well, the reason I went there is because most of their beers are of the hoppy variety, aka
those.
Right. The type that you would describe as not this while holding up a picture of.
Well, look at all here's the stuff you could have got. It says pump up the juice, the highway to the hoppy zone. Just stay away from that.
Well, those are variety packs.
Oh my God, that's a hell of look at that, $120
for a case.
The big peach,
yeah,
you know what that's talking about. Days,
but the butt,
doing the butt,
and Citra all the way. Yeah. But yeah, most of their beers are hoppy. I've grown to appreciate.
Oh, that's the one.
Hoppy.
That's the winner.
Okay. Yeah, they got some cool art.
I don't
on
know
their
what
cans.
that one is. That's just the Screaming Professor beer. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm just enjoying the cans.
So my cousins really like their varieties, and I'm going to go visit them next weekend for Easter because we have a little pre-Easter gathering on Saturday.
Are they fun cousins?
And they like beer.
Do
so
they smoke weed?
Yes,
they smoke weed too.
They may or may not partake in the. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorta is okay of an answer, Johnny. It's okay. I'm not judging.
No sorta about it.
I don't judge it. I'm not going to call the pot police on them or anything. I just.
Oh, it's legal in Jersey now.
There,
it's
okay.
fine.
Tom Collins.
Yeah. They got mixed drinks in the can as well.
Holy shit! Do
sometimes
they
I
have
buy
like
the
an
mojitos.
aluminum foundry there or something? I mean, my God. That's...
Oh, yeah. They sell a lot.
Mars, the cola coffee. Put the
They
lime
also
in the
have-
coconut. Do.
They also do cold brew coffees, and they have some beers that have shots of coffee, in them,
Daiquiris
and
by
they
the
have just
milliliter.
plain cold brew coffees.
That's it.
You know, there's something for everyone. We could bring Mars there. I could drink a beer. Mars could drink a coffee, and we both smile.
You both
it would
smile.
be great.
It'd be a smiling
Yeah.
bunch of Johnny Marses. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And then after I got drunk, Mars would drive.
There's something
So
called the
it
Big
would be
Pickle.
Win-win.
I don't know if I'm okay with that one, but it's gin. It's gin. That's one.
Do you not like pickles?
I don't know if I want to drink a pickle though. Oh, Johnny, look at this one. Hey, monochrome.
You never took a swig of the pickle juice from the jar?
Of course I did.
I knew it.
Didn't say I had to like it or remember it or been proud of it. Sun shower coffee, that would be a good one because Mars is from the sunflower state. No.
So
I'm from the sunflower state.
You're from the sunflower state.
He's from the I don't know.
Sunshine?
Maybe. He's from the one
big
that never
bear
sleeps.
on a flag state?
No, they sleep there.
Yeah.
Because they smoke weed. I don't know. Never mind. Bubble hop. I think it's a different kind of hop, though. Cold seltzer. I'm still scrolling here. And then we got the
here's the
non-alcoholic.
thing.
The shit that's left over goes into this, the non-alcoholic.
It's taken a bit for hoppy beer to grow on me, but it is growing on me. And one thing I will say is it's easier to appreciate the flavor and taste of something after appreciating the aroma of something. Because you walk into a brewery and you get that hoppy smell, and that's a good, pleasant smell.
I know. I had that happen. I thought, this smells great. Oh, it tastes like... That's what happened to me.
Right.
But,
Because taste is more extreme than smell.
Yes.
So you got to work your way there, But appreciating the smell is a part of the process. I don't know quite where to go with that, but anyways, there you go.
This is interesting. On this page, after you buy your shit, you can also buy gratuity.
Yeah. They give you the option. If you want to give them more money, they'll take it.
I like that. Or gift cards, physical gift cards.
I mean,
none of that non-physical crap.
We have that policy here too. We take gratuities, and Dune passes them along. So if you have money you would like to send our way.
I'm so upside down in that theory, though. That's the problem.
Which theory?
Well, the whole I've taken very little gratuities. I've given lots away. So I'm just saying there is a deficit in the way that works. But it's true.
I mean,
that's true.
Tip culture is a very mixed bag.
I know, but
a way
you don't want to tip, do you? You're one of those people. I don't care.
No,
I tip. I overtip. I overtip by a lot.
I overtip as well, but I also resent that people who live on tips are allowed to make less than minimum wage. I think that's wrong. But that's a dangerous.
Well, no. It just depends what it ends up being, I guess. I don't know. I think some people seem to do it right.
Right.
I've watched many a video of a person after work counting their spoils, and some of them are pretty good. Well,
people can do very well on tips, but then also if you do have a job that relies on tips, it also relies on shifts.
It can be both.
And some shifts do much better than others.
I get it. I listen. Here's the thing. I don't know that much about because I've never worked in that in any of those industries. So
me neither.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've heard stories. I've seen pictures, things like that.
I mean, heck, there are people that work in those industries that like shut the fuck up about doing away with tips. I'm cleaning up, and then you have people that are on the lesser shifts are like, give me minimum wage at least.
Let me have
you know, it's a very complex, complicated issue. I think a good starting point is I don't even know. So
I don't know. I'd like to go because that's one thing you'll see. Well, we don't tip here where we're from when they're from others. I just wonder if they really don't tip, like in Europe and places like that.
Well, culture is a very different
But I know, but
thing.
I still think people throw money at people. I still think that happens. I think it's an unsung thing. It's like, you don't have to, but...
Well, but I've heard story, and you might think that, and it's easy to think that when you grow up in a certain culture. But I've heard stories about people trying to give tips in other cultures, and it's seen as an insult. Like, it's that different.
See, that's one of those things I just want to see for myself because I think people might just say that. I don't know. You could be right. I've heard the story too. I've heard the same story. I've heard the story.
It is. It's possible that it's fabricated. It's
How
possible.
dare you give me a tip? Please give it to me in American money. That's normally what they would say. That's normally what they'd say. Don't give me that crap that you're paying them with.
Maybe they said that yesterday.
Give me the American money. Give me that. Oh, trust me, I've heard plenty of stories from people that the American money goes much farther, no matter where you are.
Well, we're working on that.
Yeah.
But
hey, I'm buying. I don't know about you.
You remember
they're selling, then buy. They're buying, then sell. Didn't you see the movie?
I don't watch
Caddyshack.
Movies. Oh, that movie.
That was all you needed. That was all you needed to know. If they're selling, then buy. If they're buying, then sell. That's it.
I just watched The Gopher.
That's why you're always going to be sitting in that chair. I wish I'd listen to Dune.
It's a pretty comfy chair.
Yeah, and be comfy when you don't have a roof over your head and it's leaking and that board sounds like.
My roof's doing fine, thank you.
You got some padding between you, don't you? So you're okay.
My roof's fine, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a new roof when I bought the place.
Yep. And then you poked holes in it, Johnny.
I didn't poke holes in the roof. I poked holes in the walls.
No, you poked all kinds of holes in the roof when you put the things on there. You got the holy roof now.
I didn't do that.
Other people did that. You paid people to come poke holes in your roof. Anyway, moving right along. You were talking
That's
about,
all guaranteed and warranted.
Somewhere along the way, we were talking about beer and we steered off the path. I don't know what happened. It just got weird.
Well, the problem is you don't have one.
That's true.
The problem.
That's true. That looks pretty. Let me see that. Hang on.
Yeah.
That is very orange juicy looking.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely is a
for lack of a better term. Which one is that one, by the way?
That's the Citra all the way.
Okay, that's why hence the orange juicy looking. That's by the way, we use technical terms here on the show. That's one of them.
Well,
orange.
Well, that's the thing about hoppy. Hoppy is a very citrusy flavor, and similar to orange. Orange is a pleasant smell. Biting into an orange peel is quite a different experience. Takes some getting used to.
But that one's hoppy though. The one you had right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yuck. That's okay. It's hey, you have turned the corner, and you are able to drink hoppy beer. Homeboy, not so much. All I had. So what did I have this week? Oh, I did have something called. What did I have? I didn't have a painkiller. That's right. They were drinking a drink called the Painkiller at one of the Mexican restaurants we went to. I didn't get one of those.
That sounds like
I went layers
of different.
I went to one that had the flashy things. They had little flashy lights. Yes, they had little They had little blinky lights in the
little novelty souvenir thing.
Yeah, those were in all of the margaritas. And I had one of those. I had a blue margarita that went straight to it was like, it was way too much. I realized I got about this much into it, and I went, this could be a problem. Yeah, I said blinky lights. They were little blinky lights.
He didn't steal the blinky light. He bought the blinky light.
No, the blinky light came with it. And the funny thing is, one of the ladies that was with us, she wanted all the blinky lights. So we had to all fish the blinky lights out of our drinks and give them to her. And then she had a whole napkin full of blinky lights that she took back to the hotel. And I guess the next day, they weren't the blinky no more. Oh, so sad. You only get blinky lights have a very short lifespan, unfortunately. Sort of like
so you do not have your own blinky light anymore.
No.
You gave it away.
No, I gave it away, of course.
Yeah.
The lady across the table wants the blinky light. Give her the damn blinky light. It's just a thing.
This is someone who had plans.
I don't know. I don't ask these questions. It's not my business. Has nothing to do with
you just give away your blinky light. Ask no questions.
Listen, if she don't take the blinky light goes down the toilet. Because that's a sad thing. Is I wonder what they do with the blinky lights. That's a good question. They don't reuse them. They can't.
No.
But do they have like a strainer for the?
They got a blinky dumpster out.
Do they have a blinky light strainer though? Because they have to dump it out and then not take it down the thing.
No, you just toss it in a bucket that gets thrown out into the dumpster that go.
Well, I know, but you got to dump the ice out with the blinky light. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to touch the blinky light.
Oh no, you just dump the whole thing into a bucket.
Okay.
There's probably a waste bucket in the back that just.
I don't know. I should have asked them. I should have said, beyond the chips and salsa that nobody eats, what do you do with the blinky lights?
All you have to do is forget to bring your wallet, and you get to find out firsthand because
that's very true.
Emptying the blinky things.
That's the good thing about going to eat with like 9 or 10 people. Somebody's got a wallet. Yeah. That's the good thing. At home, we don't have to pay.
So you went on your last traveling excursion for a while.
For a while, yes.
For a while.
Yes.
For
the next one I'm not going to. No. Actually, this could be a long while. This really could be. It really could be. This could be a long one for me. Not gonna say it's not. But
so you're settling into a new normal.
We'll see.
This migration type trips?
We'll see. Yeah, this was the end of a.
Or upgrade type trips.
Oh, whatever you want to call it.
Migration type trips.
Yeah, migrations.
Well, there's migration, there's integrations. I mean,
it's suctations. No, it's over. But finally, my last delayed flight, of course, delayed. Of course. All I want to do is.
Was your flight out there or home delayed? Or
home delayed. Always. Were you kidding me?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Chicago, and it's going like, your flight is delayed. Your flight is delayed. The plane that was taking...
How delayed?
Hour, 2 hours, something like that. It was pretty bad. Supposed to get home at like 6, got home at 8. But I digress. But it took a while. We got there. I'm here. I
What
learned
was
something.
the reason of the delay?
The plane wasn't there. They could have let us. They could have let us. They could have took our tickets and let us go down the little tunnel thing, but there was nothing to get into. It's the problem.
Okay.
You know, everybody.
So it's that. So it's basically a rollover.
The
delay.
plane was delayed, and then that's it. That's it. I got to find something out. I got to search something.
And I heard about the helicopter crash in New York.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
Sad.
Yep. That's scary, man. Holy shit.
Anything like that.
Let me see. I want to look at what was the name of that place. Has anybody been to a Freddy's? Freddy's Frozen Custard. Have you been to one of those? Do you have those? Do they have those in your
frozen custard?
Do they have those in your area?
No,
it's a hamburger place. It's this.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard of those.
They got steak burgers. I don't know why they show with the tater tots.
Steak burger. That
but
sounds
they
good.
have like this right here. Let's see if there's a better picture of this. Oh, yes, I'll allow it. But they're like smashed. They're like really thin, pattied, smashed.
Oh, smash burger type of thing.
I guess that's what, I've never had a smash burger, but I guess that's what that is. And then they have they're little tiny fries. They're really thin. They're thin fries. Well, here's something I didn't realize that there is another place that you will know this one for stir. You're gonna know it for stir. What the?
For stir.
What the for stir?
I'm gonna know this for stir.
For stir, for sure. Oh,
for
God.
stir.
And this one you know. This one you've been to. I know I'm not showing the screen.
Okay.
I want to get to where it shows both.
It's a hot screen.
I want to show where it shows
red on your face now.
Yeah, it is. It's burning. It's burning me up.
Burning
My God.
up.
Let's get to it.
Dude's
Where is it?
burning
menu.
up.
Menu. Where's the menu? Menu. I just want to see the burger. That's all I want.
Someone get the kid a Happy Meal.
Get this kid get something. No, that doesn't work. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Do you make me open up? You are going to make me open up.
Man.
Damn it. Okay, one more time.
Doesn't anyone make a website like they used to anymore? Just put the thing up there.
I just want to see a picture. That's all I want to see.
Picture.
Images.
The internet was made for pictures.
Images. Okay, here we go. Images.
Of
there it is.
Naked people.
So.
And cats.
There, Johnny knows this place. I guarantee. Steak and Shake. That's big East Coast.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same smush burger. It's the same long pickle slices, and it's the same fries. Now the difference is they've went full on beef tallow. Oh my God, these fries are so good, dude. If you haven't had Steak and Shake fries, they don't fuck around no more. There ain't no corn in them bitches.
Wow.
They are good. They threw out the corn oil and they got the good stuff. And oh my God, does it taste better? Crazy good. If you're probably too young to remember when they switched all that, but it was such a big. Oh man, it was a big deal. But anyway,
I remember.
You were like 2. You were a bitchy baby, weren't you?
My friend is funny.
That's what you.
McDonald's fries are better in my childhood than they were.
Oh,
later,
absolutely,
so
absolutely.
Maybe other.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, I was just really shocked. I've had Steak and Shake before, but it must have been a long time ago. I never realized. So here's my question: Is it's too much of a thing for these to be the same? I mean, literally, the fries are the exact same size. The burgers have the exact, you know what I'm talking about? The pickles aren't round pickles. They're the long, elongated pickles sliced.
Well, you know.
And they're both that way.
There ain't someone in the back slicing pickles. So
they're not round pickles. They're oblongist. They're oblongist.
But they're getting them somewhere, and that somewhere
they're oblosticized pickles. There we go.
If you want to buy an oblosticized pickle, someone will sell it to you.
Well, here's my question is, and I haven't looked this up, so I want somebody else to do it because I'm lazy. Which came first? Who stole their shit from who? Somebody stole something from somebody. That's
This
just
is
all
the type of thing we'd put Sparky Toaster on if he were listening.
Where is
But,
he? Damn it! Somebody call
there
him.
must be 10 plus.
Oh wait, he's
Asians
downstairs. I should
right
go get
now.
him. Right? He's according to the latest we know, he's downstairs. So
He's down there with Kiera Kitty.
yes,
Is,
watching. He's watching tab 8. That's it.
Watching, yeah.
Code
10
Sheep.
other Asian chicks
Okay,
dance.
Code Sheep says, "Do we ever had chunky pickles?" Now, see, I think this is one of those things where he's just waiting for us to bite. No pun intended.
I had chunky blue cheese dressing on my hot wings earlier.
Chunky
but,
pickles, thick.
yeah.
Do you like your pickles thick? Is that what you're trying to say, Code Sheep? Is that it? But
I don't know.
okay, I'm gonna have to see now. I'm gonna have to, and I'm gonna switch this off so you can't see my spelling because you know it sucks. What?
Yeah. Not
Name
everyone is. Okay.
Steak and Shake
So. And what's the other one?
or Freddy's? Steak and Shake came first. Ooh. Steak? No, that can't be right. Okay, this is not right. The Freddy's Code did not start in 2000. Maybe that's when the actual thing started because
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burger was founded in 2002 in Wichita, Kansas by Bill and Randy Simon.
Well, according to the
with
pictures,
Scott Redler.
Oh man, I've been lied to all this time.
Where Steak and Shake was founded in February 1934 in Normal, Illinois by Gus Belt. So,
Because here's the thing. Inside of Steak and Shake, when you go in there, there's all kinds of pictures of this old dude that says made him the way he used to do it. And he's like wearing like old army uniforms and stuff.
okay.
It's a lie.
Right. February 1934.
It's been a lie.
What are you saying is a lie?
Well, when you go to Freddy's, it makes it sound like Freddy's has been around for like, since the dude was like 12 years old or something. But
oh, you're saying Freddy's has a dude in an old army.
Yeah,
uniform.
Freddy's has a dude in an old army looking coat. But I mean, look at these things.
Well, maybe
we're not the only people that notice this because there is a side-by-side website that talks about
in
this.
2002, there were old people that wore army uniforms, and maybe one of them decided to start cooking steak burgers.
Well, this guy did. So.
Yeah. So he wasn't cooking them when he was active. He cooked them when he retired in 2002.
But I mean, there's a whole website.
In your backyard, Dune. You should know this history.
I should know this history.
Backyard.
I didn't. All I know is all of a sudden this place popped up called Freddy's, and my wife she loved it, so we started going there. That's it. There's one of the big pickles. Sometimes you can zoom too much in on something. That's too much.
See, I thought this was something that you discovered while traveling. I didn't realize.
No,
this was
I
something
I
local.
discovered on traveling because of the Steak and Shake thing. I hadn't had Steak and Shake in forever, like years and years and years.
see.
And I went to Steak and Shake, and I was like, wait a second, this is a Freddy's burger. There's some shenanigans going on here. So I was really
Freddy's was just a thing that existed in your world.
Yes,
that was
in
so
my world.
insignificant you never talked about.
Right. Yeah, it's not. It's not my.
just a Freddy's.
If I was going to say let's go get a hamburger, I'm not going to Freddy's. I'm going. There's other places I would go. That's the whole thing. I just happened to go to Steak and Shake and went, wait a second.
Wait a minute. This is a Freddy's.
This is a Freddy's burger.
And then it turns out no. Freddy's.
I've been eating Steak and Shake all this time.
You've been eating knockoff Steak and Shake all this time.
All this time.
And now you're finding out you're not the original.
That's kind of effed up, man.
Hey, you know what? It's hamburgers. Anyone can copy any hamburger they want to. It's been done.
I know, but now I want to go in and confront the people that work there. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that.
That's like yelling at the person at the call center, which I've done.
Yeah,
many times.
I was going to say Johnny's done that.
But I always feel bad about it afterwards.
That's right. So there we go. Is Freddy's related to Steak and Shake? There's a good question.
In the sense of they copied off of them, yes.
Yeah.
But
that's
about it.
Was there a lawsuit? That's all what I want to know. That's crazy.
It's burgers. You're not suing over
Dude,
burgers.
it's think about it. It's the same thing, Johnny. It's the same
The
thing.
only way Freddy's is getting sued is if they put a big giant
It's the
yellow
same
M
bun
on their roof.
It's the same bun. They're smushed flat. They cut their pickles long ways, and they make their fries an eighth of an
But they're
inch
not
square.
infringing on the trademark. As long as they don't put a big yellow M on their roof, they're good.
Oh my God! Here we go, dude. This is a thing. There are full websites about this. This man is also pissed. Look at that. That man is like on a mission. I want to find out.
That is a picture of a dude that has way too much free time.
I would agree.
That is right there.
I would agree, but you know what? Sometimes you have to answer these questions. And they have and he has a friend.
A week to bitch about things like
and he
this,
has a
and then we
friend.
go on with our normal lives.
It's a double-blind study, but they can both see. Don't understand where that came from. Don't at me. There we go. Culver's
all right.
Freddy's.
Now, where's the nearest Steak and Shake to you, Dune?
There isn't one. That's just it. They don't have them around here. They're not from round here.
Is there any overlap between Freddy's and Steak and Shake territory? Because we might need to go somewhere.
That's a good question.
Where we could go buy both of them and get them in a hotel room and do a blind taste test to see if we can tell the difference.
If we're taking Mars with us, though.
Oh, of course.
Mars is going.
That goes without saying.
Mars can't cheat.
We'll fly Mars into this territory.
I'm going to hell, Johnny.
We'll pick him up.
We're going to hell.
He'll drive, and then we'll go get the burgers. And wow, two Mars driving jokes in one show.
I'm buying you that shirt. My wife beats me. That's Johnny's new shirt.
Who buys that shirt?
I like that. I only drink beer 3 days after every week, and my wife beats me. There we go. And the gold guy's sleeping. I don't know. This is, you see all the fun stuff when you're down here at the bottom. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jay, wait. Jay says something here. Jay says, "Oh, Culver's. Yeah. We're not talking about Culver's, Jay." Okay. Jay says, "Bun and fries get the nod over burger quality in a burger contest." What did you just say? He had to actually come back and then like say it again because it didn't all show up. Jay is a big guy on this thing. Jay's a big guy on this thing. I don't know.
That ain't Jay squared.
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. Mitch says, "I hate Culver's." Wow. Hate is a big word. Interesting comparison. So anyway, there you go. There is. It's not just me. It's not. No, I don't care. Oh wait, this one. This could be the winner here. You know why, Johnny?
Why?
It's Yahoo. That's the last word.
Okay.
When Yahoo gets involved, you know that shit's ready to stop.
Well, that's got onion rings. So
here's the fries on the Steak and Shake. You know what? I don't remember seeing those when I went there. In that box, all lined up like little soldiers there. No, but they were really good. The shake, I didn't get a shake at the Steak and Shake. How sad was that?
How do you go to a Steak and Shake and not get a shake?
That's
it's
pretty
in
sad.
the name. That's like going to a Friendly's and not getting ice cream.
That does sound crazy. I know what a Friendly's is. I've traveled the East Coast, so I know.
And you got to get the sundae.
There it is.
And don't be giving me no happy ending sundae. I want that big goblet of 5 scoops.
What did you say?
See,
don't give me no what?
Check their menu. It's their small size sundae. It's called the Happy Ending Sundae. We're just waiting here for yet another instance of Dune verifying that Gators is factually correct. And I think every time Dune's fact-checked me, it's come out true. Although I should point out we rarely discuss politics.
Friendlies, cones and dishes. Which one would it be under? Sunday?
Sunday. There's the Happy Ending Sunday. But it's their small Sunday. Did they actually finally retire that name?
I don't know. I don't see it. But I didn't do it. I have to be careful when I type in Happy Ending Sunday, Johnny. I'm just telling you right now. That's not something you just throw out there.
I'll type it in so you don't have to.
In the interwebs.
The Happy Ending Sundae is a free small sundae offered by Friendly's restaurants when you purchase any item from their Happy Ending
This is what I get. This is what I get. This is what I get. This is what I get when I type that in.
You have to include the word Sunday.
Oh, I see.
Not with a Y.
You can't just say Happy Ending. There we go.
No, because
I haven't had Friendly's in a while either.
That'd be about as effective as the time you decide to search for naked.
Dude, I'm not even that hungry, and this looks
get.
awesome. Do you have one of these near you? Look at this bad boy. The Munchamania. Look at that.
Yeah.
Loaded waffle fries, fried pickled chicken. Those everybody loves it. You know what I like about traveling in that area? The best is cheese curds. Oh my god, everybody has cheese curds. I love them. Cheese curd.
What menu are we looking at now?
I just like cheese curds. Lots of places have. Oh, this is Friendly's.
Okay. I'm surprised their Sunday menu.
They have quesadillas or quesadillas, as people say. Which do you say? Quesadillas is what I say.
Quesadilla.
Quesadillas. Some people do the dilia thing on there. The patty melt, that looks pretty awesome. Honey barbecue burger. The bacon mac and cheese, that's too carby. Johnny and I can't have that. No, that's not. Clams,
I'm back on the carbs.
Don't put fish on anything. Damn it.
I mean, I could probably eat this beer with a knife.
Fix yourself. The tuna roll. The grilled cheese looks pretty awesome. I think I could make that happen. The Friendly Frank, it's at half mast. Boom, boom, ch.
Yeah.
There we go. The chicken wrap, love wraps. Had lots of buffalo wraps.
Does Friendly still have the Happy Waitress on their menu?
Don't make me. Stop it. Is that a thing?
Go ahead and Google it.
I don't want to go. The $100,000 Cobb salad. How big is that motherfucker? I mean, come on.
That's a pretty damn expensive Cobb salad.
Now we're down into the stuff that ModPro is like snapping screenshot caps of. S'mores, Jubilee, the Dipper, the vanilla peach berry. What's a peach berry? We don't even care. We're just going to eat it. Jubilee. The mint cookie crunch, that looks pretty awesome. Strawberry shortcake, that's jamming, slamming. That's good. The Jim Dandy with your handy. Never mind. Just threw that.
Now that's what I'm talking about. The 5 scoop sundae in the big giant goblet, or the Reese's Pieces is my personal favorite.
Or the retro banana split. There we go. Single cone, double cone, waffle cone, single dish, double dish, blah 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 blah. The Friends. I guess here, Butterfinger Cat. This is great. The Fribby.
And the Fribbles.
Well, I don't know.
But they don't list the Happy Ending anymore.
Well, if it's free, that's probably one of those off-menu things. They don't want everybody to know about.
It used to be on menu.
The kids can have mini Mott sticks. That's awesome.
Because my dad would threaten
me. And if you hate your kid enough,
that.
Broccoli. Here, son, I hate you. Have your broccoli.
Nothing says I hate you
like broccoli. No shit. There's a shirt right there. Somebody write that down. That's gonna be one of the shirts.
Dune, you're gonna have to start a new pile of Post-its. Is what you're gonna have to do.
Worms and dirt. We're still doing that. Are we still doing that?
Yes, we are.
Oh God, stop!
We're still doing the worms.
Stop with the dirt. Oh, now we're into breakfast. Why do you have to have breakfast?
Who goes to Friendly's for a breakfast?
Well, obviously somebody does. The big to-do.
People who eat ice cream.
The lumberjack. That's a bad mamma jamma right there. The meat lovers. There we go. Blueberry muffins, always a big hit. Buttermilk, normal. Broachy. What's that word? Bruche? Brooch.
Now, ModPro.
Help me with the word.
Hates the broccoli.
What's the word? Broachy. Is it broachy, broche, or brooch?
Brioche.
Thank you.
Brioche.
I said 3 different ways and got them all wrong. That's the way
the I comes before the O. Brioche.
Dude, I don't know. I am dyslexic, remember.
Because when the sh is at the end, it's a sh.
I see things out of that. So
unless it's not.
The omelets look pretty banging.
Maybe it's the E that makes it a sh.
They sell belts. I know it says BLT. Just shut up. The Philly cheesesteak wrap. Looks really
Mars
good.
will eat ModPro's broccoli because Mars likes the broccoli.
Well, I don't not like broccoli, but if it's here is your side. You can have French fries or broccoli, and then you hand a kid broccoli. You deserve to get that thrown back at you.
The big problem is that especially if it's a kid, broccoli ain't broccoli unless you drench that mofo with cheese.
That's right. It becomes chocolate
with a Z.
Raspberry iced tea. That sounds good. Man, this another one keeps on going. The 1% milk. No, once again, do you hate your kids?
Who the hell's ordering 1% milk from a restaurant? Who in the fuck is doing
the same
shit?
one that has the broccoli.
I will have the milk and the broccoli and the happy ending.
That's it. That's what we go.
This show has been brought to you by Friendly's.
Home
of the broccoli milk happy ending special.
One of us goes inside to film. The other one goes to the drive-thru and orders just what you said. Just so we could get that's it. That's
broccoli,
perfect.
The milk, the happy ending.
That's it. Thank you. Just say thank you. That's it. But they cater too. That's awesome. To make your own sundae. Oh my God, that would be perfect.
They still sell the watermelon ice cream thing.
I don't know. We can go on Twitter and ask them. That's the best part. We could ask them. They have TikTok. They have Instagram. They have Facebook. They have all the above, Johnny.
There we go.
They have all of it.
You know what the worst is? I remember one time I went to Friendly's and we order our dinner. We eat our dinner. We order our dessert. We see the tray get put up with our dessert. We watch our dessert melt for 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
And then our server brings us our melted dessert.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's a cap lock moment right there.
I ate it, but I wasn't happy about it because, you put the hot fudge on there. 10 minutes sitting with hot fudge soaking
but you watched it happen?
I stared at our tray with desserts for, I exaggerate, it's probably more like 5 minutes.
No, that's horrible. That's painful.
But 5 minutes of watching hot fudge sink into your ice cream. I should have walked up there and picked up the tray.
Did they forget to bring it to you, or did they? What happened?
It was busy. The server got to it when she got to it.
Yeah, that's sad.
I still tip 20%.
It happens. I don't think. Yeah, because she. Oh, that's. Ooh, what the fuck is that?
I didn't hold it against her. I was pissed, but I didn't hold it against her.
Can I not get one of those?
Well,
I don't like that.
Typically, a happy ending is less lips, more hands. But that's.
Johnny wins the internet. There we go. There it is, Johnny. There it is. There it is.
What's that?
That's the happy ending meal right there.
There it is.
I know a happy ending meal hates to see us coming. There it is. That looks. Man.
So I'm not making it up.
Don't put that in there. No. What are you thinking? Man, life's getting good right now.
Who eats ice cream with a fork?
I don't know. This guy can't figure out why that shit don't. I bet this guy weighs like 9 pounds.
It ain't a Zen garden. It's ice cream. Get a fucking spoon.
Quit playing with the. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Mount Rushmore. After the snow falls, I guess. I don't know. Who's your Valentine? My boyfriend, the little devil thing, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I would eat that if I had to, but I'm not going to order that. I'm not a tuna person.
Tuna melt.
I know. I'm just saying. I would eat it if I had to. I would.
Well, if it were Friday,
I would go to school
Fridays, right?
If this was a teacher, if this was the uniform, if this was the class, if this was the book. Sure, why not? Oh, so this is like this meal sucks over here. This one rocks because it's got the happy ending.
It's got the happy ending.
It's got the happy ending. There you go.
It's all about the happy ending.
There's the picture without the freaky face on it. That's a little better. That's kind of cute. The little dunce hat on there. That actually works.
Well, that's not a happy ending. That's a child.
Things you should never do when. Johnny, things you should never do when a customer's waiting. Let's find out what that is. Oh, you shouldn't. Where's Johnny's cone? Back over here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm watching my Sunday melt.
Yep, she's dancing. That's what it was. But that wasn't what was really happening.
She was off dropping food off at other tables. Yes. Which she was really doing.
Or dancing. We don't know. Could have been either one. Who would have thunk you'd had this much fun just scrolling through things that make me want to go eat right now? And guess what else? Oh, wait a second. That's the wrong place. That's the Ring Out Your Subs. That's that place.
So yeah, no. So Dune.
Anyway,
after we end the show, you're probably going out and
we don't have a
Friendlies.
Friendlies. Car. We don't have one.
We're going to Friendlies. You don't have a Friendlies?
No.
Where do you know Friendlies from?
Well, when I travel.
Oh, you don't have Friendlies out. Oh my God, you've been deprived. You've been deprived of a childhood of Friendlies.
Closest Friendlies to me. Wow.
We gotta find. Yeah, we gotta figure this out.
Wait a second. Oh, it's Freddy's Frozen. Never mind. Restaurant locator, Friendlies, delivery. No, this will be pickup because I don't live anywhere near you. Pickup near. How do you tell? How do you tell? Allow. Yes, I'm allowing you to know where I live.
The closest. All right. According to AI, Friendlies restaurants are primarily located in the northeastern United States. There are no Friendlies locations in or near Wichita, Kansas.
Nope.
The closest Friendlies would likely be over 1,000 miles away, possibly in states like Pennsylvania, New York, or Massachusetts.
Ooh, boy.
Unfortunately, I don't have an exact address for the nearest one due to limited real-time data on their current locations. You might want to check the official Friendlies website.
There you go. Okay, you might as well check Steak and Shake while you're at it, just so we know.
Well, I'm going to ask them to dig deeper into the Friendlies situation because that's where. I've looked into the current status of Friendlies restaurants, the closest one to Wichita. Friendlies has significantly scaled back its operation in recent years, with most locations now concentrated in the northeastern United States. The closest Friendly location appears to be in Pennsylvania, likely over 1,200 miles away from Wichita.
That's the last one I ate at was in Pennsylvania. That's interesting. So that makes the match checks out. The match checks out on that one.
So you got a bit of a drive for a happy ending, is what we've determined here.
For those just tuning in, just think whatever you want. I don't care.
We're talking about ice cream.
Yeah, sure. Okay. As far as you know, it's Johnny. It's a Johnny thing. That's right. That's another.
And I know that might be a little cold and cause significant shrinkage, but. Hey, it's ice cream.
How many badumps do we get today? We don't know. It depends.
I don't know.
It depends.
Drink more often on this show.
So check on you got to check on the Steak and Shakes for me now. Might as well go ahead.
All right, I'm asking.
Asking.
And it's looking.
AI is look. Al is looking. Al is looking. I've heard people call it Al, so I'm going to call it Al.
Unfortunately, there are no Steak and Shake locations in Wichita, Kansas, or in the immediate surrounding area based on the latest information.
That's right.
The chain has closed many of its restaurants in recent years, and Kansas appears to have limited or no active locations. The closest Steak and Shake is likely in Topeka, approximately 140 miles
that's
northeast of Wichita.
That's doable.
So you're driving to Topeka tonight?
No, not tonight.
But
you were closer to that than I was when you came to see me. You would have driven right past there.
Alternatively, if you're looking for a similar burger and shake experience in Wichita, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers has multiple locations, like 11525 East 13th Street, North Wichita.
There you go.
It offers a comparable menu.
Freddy's
with
faking
steak
it.
burgers and
that should be Freddy's faking it in Wichita since 2002. There you go, right there.
Well, now I'm going to ask you, what's the closest thing to Friendlies in Wichita?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that'll say. I don't think anything has that much diversity. There is a Culver's here. Culver's is probably the closest.
Basically, since there are no Friendlies locations near Wichita, and considering you've asked about Steak and Shake and Freddy's, I'll focus on finding family-friendly diner restaurants. And it's recommending now Freddy's. But that's because, all right, so now
because you know why it's doing that, Johnny? You know why? That's why. They've gotten to the Al. That's it. They've gotten to them.
Well, it's because context. So if I clear the slate and ask it without context, let's see. It still says Freddy's. It says Freddy's or Doodah Diner.
Doodah Diner?
Doodah Diner?
There is a Doodah Diner that really rocks. That's a good place. But it's not
on
Friendly's, though.
Kellogg Drive.
Yes.
If you're after the cozy, homey diner experience,
Doodah
this place
Diner,
nails it.
It is.
They
is
serve
really awesome.
hearty American comfort food,
It
thick
is.
chicken fried steak, sandwiches, and breakfast all day.
It is.
While they don't specialize in ice cream like Friendly's, they've got desserts and a welcoming atmosphere. All right.
It is.
Well, now we got to ask the real question we're getting to. Where can you go in Wichita, Kansas for a happy ending?
Why am I laughing? Don't find a place, for God's sakes. Oh my God.
I'm assuming you're using happy ending to mean satisfying or indulging experience, maybe tied to the Friendly's vibe we were just talking about.
Thank you, AI. Thank you, Al.
It's suggesting Old Mill Tasty Shop, 604 East Douglas Avenue.
That's been around a long time. There we go.
Yeah, since 1932.
Yep.
Or Scoop's Old Fashioned Ice Cream on 21st
There,
Street.
dude, look at that burger and those fries. That is what you get in Wichita. That's it. That's good stuff. That's the Doodah. That's the Doodah Diner.
I'm getting a heart attack just looking at that.
It is.
There's
all kinds. Good. There's all kinds of heart attacks happening. She's probably has a heart attack on the video, but I'm not going to show that. Made with love. There's a boy. When you see staged picture, that's it. You ain't getting that at Doodah Diner. I'm sorry. You might get some taters on top of that stuff with some of these around it. They don't look like that, but that's okay. It don't matter.
It's okay.
It's all going to look the same.
There are lots of great options in Wichita, is what we're finding out.
Oh, there is a lot of places like this that a lot of people go to.
Now, is there already something cooking for you tonight, or could you choose one of these and just surprise?
No, I think there is there is something cooking, because I was told to pick up 2 pounds of hamburger, which also became kind of weird for me, because when I went to go get it, there's ground beef.
Yeah.
And ground, what's the other word?
Turkey?
No, it's still cow, but it's
Buffalo?
Sirloin. What's the difference?
Okay.
Ground sirloin, ground beef. Help me help you.
I'm not familiar with the ground sirloin.
Help you to help me, because that's what. So you know what I did? I didn't know which one to buy. What did I do?
Well,
one of each. That's how I roll. That's exactly how you do it. That's how you make.
Well, the worst part is you were asked to pick up 2 pounds of ground beef, and they come in 1.5 pound packs or 3 pound packs.
Wait, what? I thought it was a pound. Those are more than a pound. Well, I got 3 then.
Well, you know what? I got to say it varies, because that's the type of thing that they just kind of measure out and slap the weight sticker on the pack.
Yeah.
And some weeks they have 1 pound packs. Some weeks they have 3 pound packs. Some weeks they have 1.5 pound packs.
Well, then I got more than a pound then. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you just got to read the label.
I was in and out, bing, bang, boom, gone. I don't care. It's
you
small.
Didn't even read the label.
It's a small. I thought it felt like a pound.
You have no idea how many pounds of hamburger.
It felt like a pound to me. There. How about that? That's what I was thinking. Pound.
You pounded it on the counter.
I just went, you know what? It was $15 worth. That's all I know. I don't know. Whatever that ends up being.
Okay.
That's it. Two thingies. One said sirloin.
I don't know.
One said
The rate
beef.
things are going. That's like 2 ounces.
I don't know. One was sirloin. One was beef. I got one of each. I went out the door. I paid. Now, you'd been proud of me. I didn't have my little Dylan's card, but I had my little app on my phone. I went beep, so it knows who I am now. It knows that I don't know the difference, because I bought both. That's it.
Right.
So now I don't know what that does. I think my wife gets gas there sometimes. Maybe that helps. Maybe that's what that's for.
The gas points.
The gas
in
point
exchange
things.
for your data.
I don't know. I don't do that. I'm a quick trip kind of guy.
Let us track all your data, and we'll throw a few pennies.
Yeah. Let us have all of your information
now.
And then that's what it is. Not later, but
now. A few cents off on the gallon.
That's it. Sign up here. What could happen? That's the big. That's always the big thing. You know, you talk about something and you see it on the internet, and you're like, "What happened?" You know what happened. Don't say they don't track you. That's how they get you, Johnny. Isn't that the term? They get you. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. That's it. So that was it. So now I know. So in short, Freddy's stole their shit from Steak and Shake. That's that. That was that. Friendlies, you can have everything, including the happy ending, but not in Kansas.
And a happy waitress.
And if you're in Kansas and want fries and stuff, go to the Doodah Diner. Chicken fried chicken and eggs. Oh my God, that looks so good.
Or TJ's Burger House.
Or
Fat Boy Burgers.
TJ's Burger House is also awesome. It's kind of spooky looking, but it's awesome. No, that's the one that's
or Tanya's Soup Kitchen.
Okay, no, I don't know who that is.
No,
I just don't know what that one is. That one sounds scary.
That one's on East Douglas Avenue.
Yeah, that's Scaryville, but I don't know. Maybe it's okay.
I started asking where you could get a happy waitress.
Oh, okay.
They
Well,
thought I was talking about
the TJ's is a good place.
Yeah.
They got good burgers.
You're referring to the Happy Waitress sandwich from Friendly's, a classic open-faced sandwich with grilled white bread, hamburger patty, tomato, lettuce, mayo, topped with melted cheese, or with fries. Since Friendly's isn't in Wichita, let's find a spot where we can get something as close as possible. And they suggested, again, Doodah Diner, and then they suggested TJ's Burger House and Fat Boy Burgers. None of these places have an exact Happy Waitress sandwich listed, but Doodah Diner's flexibility in classic diner setup makes it the closest match. You just need to tweak the order a bit. If you set it on open face style or want the cheese melted a certain way, mention it when ordering, as these spots are generally good with custom requests. Now, I've never been to Doodah Diner. Are they good with custom requests on how to?
I would assume, because it's kind of a one of those places, I guess, that would do something like that.
You could tell them how to make a happy waitress, and then
you gotta be careful, because anyway, best 10 burgers here. Or if you want, you can do number 11 through 30. So these are here in Wichita, according to this.
Wouldn't that suck? Wouldn't that suck? Spend all your life to putting a burger place together, and you get listed as number 11.
Number 11. That's right.
How would you feel about that?
That's true.
Like, I missed the top 10.
This is interesting. Number 9, Jack's.
I think it'd be better to be 12 than 11.
This is interesting. Jack's North High Carryout. This is literally a place that was, who knows what this was built originally, but it's across from North High School. And it is the scariest looking building you have ever seen in your life. But obviously they have good burgers there, because that's it. And if you like Nunions, you get plenty of those. So there you go. What's this? Yobi Yogurt Burgers? Okay, that's
burgers.
Never heard of that. I think there was.
How they get into the top 10 with yogurt burgers?
You got somebody this here. Pay the burger guy. That's bullshit. Sport Burger, same thing. Scary as shit looking building, great burger. This is it. This is one of those ones you would never stop at. If you're driving down the street and saw a Sport Burger, you would never pull in there on purpose unless you had 3 flat tires. That's the only reason you would pull in there. But they got good burgers. I know.
2 flat tires, you're moving on to the next building.
You're just lumping your ass down the street. That's right. 3 you're going to pull in.
3.
Okay, Ty's Diner. There's another one. That's a good place. That's like the TJ's. Yeah. TJ's is probably in here. Buster's Burger, never had it, but I've seen it. So
why haven't you had it?
I don't know. I haven't had a Buster's for whatever reason.
Well, now we know where you're going for dinner.
I've been to Dempsey's before. It's like a bar, but that's good. That looks pretty awesome. I've had that.
It's like a bar. Or it is a
Bill's
bar?
Charcoal Grill. I'd never even heard of that one.
Where's the cheese?
Yeah, there's some shit missing on this one.
Where's the fucking cheese?
That's right. Thank you.
We've gone from where's the beef
to
where's the cheese.
Come on, Bill. Bill. If that is
got the beef. Now where's the cheese?
I like this. Do they sell beer and alcohol? No, they should. That way you'd forget about the cheese. Okay, here's TJ's. Have had that. That's,
TJ's.
Now that I have to say, you know what? This is like the luck of the draw. Because I liked the fact that they went in there and ordered a burger and took a picture of it, because that's what you're going to get unless you tell them you're taking a picture for the whatever, and then they make it all nice and pretty. But that's rush hour burger right there, which that's the way it goes.
And I'd eat that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, that's normal. Now the Bomber Burger I've had. This was
where's the cheese?
Who says I don't want cheese but I want 9 million pickles?
Is this so? This is abnormal for them to serve it without cheese.
Listen. I'm with you
Have
on
you
this
eaten
one.
at this place?
No, not without the cheese. I have had a Burma burger. It had cheese on it, so I don't know what happened.
So this is not how they normally serve.
No,
this is
it's not the way I would order.
representative
I guess it's this dude must have thought. I think this is they're stacking the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
A lot of those burgers are missing cheese.
That's number one. Oh no. We're gonna go look at the number 30 now. Now I got to know who number 11 was.
What would you say is the number one Wichita burger? If I came through Wichita a third time and I'm like, take me to your best burger, where are you taking me?
TJ's or Ty's? That would be it. Actually, there is one place that has a huge burger.
So they were in the top 10.
They were. Harry's Uptown Bar and Grill have had that. Those are okay. Those are good. Calvin's, another one that's really good. That's another hometown place that's moved. It's you know how it's good is because that address has probably changed 12 times. So they just got to move around. Places get torn down. They have to move. That's how you know. Heroes Bar and Grill.
Whoever made this list is lactose intolerant because I'm seeing a lot.
There's
of
a lot of
There's
a lot of no cheese here. That's true. Heroes Bar and Grill.
Okay.
Another place that's $8.99. That's an expensive burger right there. Broadway Burger, another good one. Yeah, this person doesn't like cheese. You're right.
That's not cool.
We need to find out.
They are
okay. West Street Burger.
representing.
West Street Burger, another one of my favorites. Had that. I like the minced things, the pickle onion minced things. Yeah, the pickle onion mincing. I dig that.
Mincing.
Bionic Burger, that's a slammer. That's a good one. That one is also one of those places that's a good staple. Okay. This is the one I was going to tell you about. Oasis. This is a bar, and this thing is massive, huge, really.
Are they
really
open
good.
at midnight?
9 ounce. Yeah. What? They're open from 10 a.m.
midnight.
10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Yes, Johnny, they are.
So you could go and have midnight.
Yes.
At the Oasis.
See. You were thinking ahead there.
Exactly. Now I got to find that.
I'm looking.
Oh, I know I have it. I just need to find my. Oh, here's the right folder. It's gonna be. There it is.
At the Oasis.
Mine's different.
Midnight at the Oasis.
Hey, wait, Johnny, get ready to start that again. We got to time this just right. You ready? Start. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, here we go.
Midnight at the
Go.
Oasis.
Fixed it. There.
Midnight at the Oasis. Send your camel to
There's so much to talk about on this song, but who knows?
Everyone's favorite '70s classic that just oozes sex.
It does. Because camels are so damn sexy. But anyway, Oasis
that's
Burger.
what she's luring you. She's luring you to an Oasis at midnight. It ain't for no camels.
So Oasis Burger is awesome. I like the picture too that they just left the picture of the random piece of onion just chilling there. That's the way you get it. I like that.
Kick up a little dust.
But that's pretty good. So Oasis is another one I would definitely say. Annex Lounge, I've had that. Annex, not Annex, but Annex, same thing. That kind of looks like the one. Johnny B's, I've had a Johnny B's before. Those are also good. That's in Hayesville. That's pretty awesome. Charlie's Famous Burger. Don't know Charlie. I haven't had one of those.
No,
it looks okay.
Never heard of it.
Now Waltz, I've had Waltz before. Waltz is another big one. That's a big one in which
Classics with a K.
Yep. Waltz Classics, and it had like I said, the mince. That must be a Wichita thing. The mincing of the onions. Timbuktu, have not had one of those. I've heard of it. That doesn't look very big. Whiskey Dicks.
It's a very big bun.
Whiskey Dicks, if you like lettuce, there's your boy. There you go.
Who doesn't like a little whiskey?
Oh, that's right. There you go. That's just saying. That looks pretty good, though. I mean, it's okay. And then Fizz. I don't know who Fizz is, but he makes
bottles and
okay. Who is the guy? Who is the guy that said something about the thick pickles? Check that check that thickness out.
That is a
wherever the thick pickle guy went, he's long gone. People on YouTube never stick around anyway. But anyway, if you come back later, I got your thick pickle for you, or something like that. The YOLO grill. I don't know what a YOLO
grill.
YOLO. I don't know what that is, but they're phoning this one in. Just saying. I don't know. I'd still eat it.
That looks like something that'd be
That's something you get that's a backyard burger kind of thing. You know what? That's okay though.
We're only in the teens. I thought we get to the 20s before we get to this.
That's true. But, Anchor, that came out of a package. No. That's more burger than bun. Where's the beef? Where's that lady at?
Where's the beef? They put the grill marks on it.
They do. They might be fake. Big Larry. I don't know who Big Larry is, but he also likes the minced thing. I would eat it. It's probably not. I don't know. Probably okay.
Again, no.
Okay. This is interesting.
This is weird without
check
cheese.
this out. Remember the other one was the North High place, the North High whatever. Yeah. This one is the exact. This is one of the rival places, Southeast Carryout, across from Southeast High School is where this was, or near Southeast High School. Same kind of thing. This is where the kids would go eat for lunch back when they had open lunches. Do you remember? Did you have open lunch when you were in high school?
We had kids that got in trouble for going to Wendy's.
Well,
in high school.
We could go to lunch, so that's where this came from.
Which means we had employees at our local Wendy's that would rat us out if we showed up.
You know what you take care of that with? Help wanted sign, baby.
It was a scandal.
I'm kidding. That probably came off bad, so don't do that. Don't.
It was a scandal. There was a group of kids that got called to the office because the Wendy's called and reported this group of kids
that is
in their school uniforms.
Up.
There was no leave. Once you showed, that's the other thing. Once you showed up in the morning, even if you showed up early for class, you couldn't walk to 7-Eleven and back, or you get in trouble. Now, if you go to 7-Eleven before you show up to the school, you're fine.
You went to give money to a place, and they ratted you out. That is harsh. So kids.
Well, it wasn't me. I get
that. I get that. But I'm just saying there were people that went and said, "Here, take my money, give me a hamburger, and in return, we're going to go tell your principal that you came and gave us money, and we gave you a hamburger." Wow.
Yeah, they got Well, the funny story is the group of kids that read the handbook and found there was no rule against having a pizza delivered to the school.
Oh, that's
and
see, I want to be friends with that guy. Did you know them? Did you know the person? You weren't friends. You didn't.
I knew someone in the group.
You didn't know the cool kids, did you? Come on.
I knew one of the.
Okay, finish the story. How did this play out? Tell me. Please have a happy ending.
The funny thing about this, most of the kids were on the football team, so the coach basically got the pizza to the locker room and said, "Don't ever do that again. Eat your pizza." And what I remember is that actually one of the kids that was in on this was Dave Wood, who's a old,
because we saw this play out in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So that's what I'm saying. They had the idea. But anyway,
the funny thing I remember was that when it happened, the coach was so shocked by this that he made an announcement in the cafeteria letting people know not to do this again, which is a weird thing to do because he got attention. I just want to let everyone know, please don't order pizza to be delivered to school. And when that happened, one of the kids at the table from the group that ordered it yelled out, "Who did that?" and he got the look.
Oh man, that's awesome.
But they got the pizza. They got their pizza. They got the pizza and were told to never do that again. And I think maybe an addendum was added to the handbook the following year. But they read that handbook cover to cover before they placed the order. I know that because it was Dave Wood was one of the kids.
This was the song, and this is what they were singing while they were eating that pizza.
Well, we did have an award-winning football team.
Well, there you go. Well, that works. Oh my God!
Football team got away with way more than the marching band, though.
It's funny.
The head football coach was the vice principal.
Funny how that works.
Yeah,
hamburger hero.
They got away with murder.
Oh my Lord! That's not a hero sized hamburger.
No, it's a very big bun.
And it came with green beans.
It's a very, very
dude,
big
it came with green beans. You know that place is out. That place is out of business. Burger stand, okay, I'm doing it. I'm good with that one. That is a
burger stand, and
that's it. I'll eat it now. Other than and for anybody just tuning in, we don't. Whoever did this did not like cheese, and they're broken. Just saying.
Yeah. I don't get the whole cheeseless thing going on there. And
continue to the top 10. Wait, what? That's
which is what
11.
we already covered.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. We already covered the top 10. We started with the top 10.
There you go. So if you're coming to Wichita, don't. You know what? The number 11 well, that's the number 11. So that's the one that. Okay, that's the one that Johnny was talking about. They were the ones that got hosed.
Yeah,
they were the ones.
I'd rather be number 12 than number 11.
Yes,
because number 12, at least you know you missed it.
But
number 11, it's like I could have been top 10.
Very true. Very true. The other sad thing is you could probably get. There's probably some high schools that have pizza in them now. I mean, like a real pizza place. I bet they do.
Yeah. I
was watching a video yesterday of a guy. And there's been millions of these, but somebody in Japan or somewhere. Going and eating out of the vending machines, and there's like a Domino's vending machine that makes really good pizza. I mean, it was pretty awesome.
Domino's
pizza vending machine.
I'm surprised you refer to Domino's as really good, but well, then again, you're from Wichita, so you're not.
Well, when it comes to vending machines, I'm going to say that it is what it is.
Domino's would be in the realm of really good for a vending
machine, yes.
But
yes. How does Domino's Pizza make Pepsi? Domino's Pizza and Pepsi? What?
I got a partnership.
Oh, okay. I don't think. Okay, wait a minute. This is not what I was looking for. Okay, this is somebody who just has. This is somebody who had way too much time on their hands, so they made their own. That's not what I was after. That's
kind of Pepsi.
That's very cute that you want to sit around and say, well, I guess if I want to make this is what it was, the 24-hour vending machine. That's what the guy went around to all the different places. Now this one, this one, where's Sparky at? He would like this.
Savory pizzas, and you can even get a Nutella and banana one. I think we're going to do a pepperoni pizza. Okay, and then we just pay for it. Your product is on the left.
Okay, this sounds like an Aussie girl.
By the time it gets there, it should be ready. Do you smell it, Tepper?
Oh, they got a dachshund. You know it's good.
It comes out in a box. Oh, it's so hot. Oh.
So that didn't look bad.
This is my new favorite vending.
Don't look good.
It's not even hot.
I mean, it's passable.
I mean, if you're hungry, it's gonna.
If I'm hungry, yeah.
I think somebody said one time it'd make a turd. Don't ever say that, by the way. Don't ever say that. Okay, this guy now he's just showing off.
I never thought about it like that, but I guess you're right.
It's true.
Oh, that reminds me. You know, one of your favorite sayings is, when someone says something and you're like, "Oh man, now I got to forget everything you said." I had one of those moments.
Yes. Johnny's referring to the person that I was talking to in an airport one time. Or somewhere.
Teaching him about crypto.
He was telling me about crypto. Yeah, he was telling me about stuff like that. And he also mentioned that he also worked somewhere that was across the street in Burbank, California, from where they faked the moon landing. And that was when I realized. That's when I realized. Although that's a big thing.
You had to forget everything he said up to that
The other funny thing is it's coming back now. I've seen more faked moon landing videos recently. So anyway, go ahead.
Well, here's one, and bonus points if you could name who I'm referencing, but I'm not going to name.
Okay.
So I'm scrolling through the YouTubes, and my algorithm's getting more and more off the beaten path as days pass.
That's the way it works. That's right.
And there was some kind of clickbaity interview thing from some kind of one of those podcasters that also posts to YouTube, that will post the 2-hour episode to YouTube, but then will then also take the 2-hour episode and post it into 10-minute chunks on YouTube just to game the algorithm to get you to click the clickbaity thing.
Click the big one.
The 10-hour clip.
That's right.
So I click the 10-minute thing, And I'm watching it, and this guy is fascinating that he's interviewing. This guy's got great stories, entertaining. Like, holy shit, is this guy for real? Is this real? And, you know, I'm clicking other 5-10 minute videos.
Johnny's got his credit card out going, take my money, like that.
Oh, no one's asking me for money yet.
Oh, okay. But you would.
But well, no, I got the ad blocker on. Otherwise, I'd be raking in the big bucks off of me. But the ad blocker kind of kills their, you know, I'm a total buzzkill with the Brave browser. But anyways, the point is that I must have watched at least 5 hours of this guy talking. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy's got some great stories. And then he starts talking about how he collects Abraham Lincoln memorabilia. And then he talks about how he found this Abraham Lincoln museum that had on display in the display case Abraham Lincoln's last produced Lincoln log. If you know what I mean.
Wait a minute.
And
No.
And then this
Johnny,
Abraham
you're going to make me do this.
And then the museum ends up going out of business, and Abraham Lincoln's last Lincoln log goes up for auction. And the guy goes to bid on the auction, and the guy bids $1,200 and gets outbid. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been listening to a guy for 5 hours that would pay $1,200 for a turd. I got to forget everything I've listened to from this guy, because the hell I'm taking a guy seriously that would spend $1,200 on a turd. He got outbid. Someone else bought it for $5,000. They had it tested. They found traces of Necco wafers in it, which were produced after Lincoln's time. It was a fake turd. Well, it was a fake Lincoln turd. It was someone else's turd. But so that's that story.
For those of you playing the at-home game, look, can you look like off to the side? Fucking Johnny. God damn it. He's not lying. He's not lying. For $14.28, you too.
Oh, that's not the real fake one.
Well, this is in Augusta, Georgia. I don't know if this is like pre-poop sale or after post-poop sale. I don't know which.
The guy I was listening to ended up getting out.
Who signs it? Who is that proud? Here's my poop. Well, the notorious artifact was supposedly extracted from the presidential chamber pot
at Ford's Theater.
Oh my God! No,
it turned out to be fake, though. So, or it turned out to be not Abraham Lincoln's,
because it was
whether or not it's fake is up for. But
what? No.
But whoever produced the fake turd did their homework, because it did have a grain of
and then
rice
signed it here. Oh my God.
And the guy who I was watching on YouTube bid $1,200 on it. The hell I'm taking advice from a guy that
America's loopiest Lincoln landmarks.
Okay.
Lincoln Watermelon Monument.
I'm not.
Abe Lincoln and Jesus. Okay. Abe Lincoln and Perry. What?
And
Lincoln's death car. Wait a second.
Well.
Oh, chair. Chair. Sorry. Chair.
That's believable.
I read car. See, that's me. That's me.
All the letters were there.
They were there. Thank you. See, Johnny.
You just ignored a few.
I just did. A few of them just blew the fuck away. There we go. Home of Lincoln's killer's killer. What? His killer's killer. So the dude that shot him, that shot the dude that shot the dude. Right?
Yeah. Right,
okay.
Right.
Bronzed foundation of Lincoln's boyhood. What? The Lincoln Bank Ledger. That sounds like a Lincoln Bank Ledger. The marriage temple. The Lincoln robot. Okay.
You're just trying to get off of the Lincoln Log.
I got to get off
right
the Lincoln
now,
Log.
so.
I'd rather look at what I don't know what's.
Mookie wants to know what kind of crap has he stumbled on.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. And what are these people doing? What are they doing? Are they making the Lincoln? Listen. Back up. Oh no, back up twice there. That is freaking scary. Who would have thought Lincoln Log meant Lincoln Log?
No, but anyways, it's I don't know if you ever run into interviews with this guy on YouTube, but it was John Kiriakou who I saw talking about Abraham's last. Lincoln
How do you spell
Log.
that last name?
Kiriakou. It's the CAI guy that went to jail for whistleblowing.
Oh, that dude!
Program.
I've seen him. I have seen him before.
He's got some stories.
I've seen him. I've seen him on Rogan before. I think.
I've seen him on everything but.
I've seen him on Rogan. Yeah,
because I don't watch Rogan.
Rogan because I'm a fat.
Shut up. Just shut up. Freak.
I don't know what sexual orientation has to do with podcast.
I didn't say the whole word. I didn't mean it that way.
What other way is there?
I was going to say fascist is what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. I don't know what the hell word you thought I was going to say. My God, what are you, sicko? No, I have seen him.
Rod Pro's on my side.
I have seen him. Mod, you're on the bubble.
Bubbles are fun, right?
But I have seen him talk before.
He does give a good interview.
No, he does. He does great interviews. I don't know what
he does.
I can't tell you what the comfort or what the. Oh! I actually know it wasn't Rogan. He was on. It's another dude. It's like an ex-CIA dude because that's what he kind of talks about. Yeah, he's a CIA. He's an ex-CIA guy, is what he is.
Right, because he whistleblew the CIA torture program and got, and which is not the thing he wound up going to prison for. It was because he answered someone's question about something for a book, and apparently that it was bullshit that he went to prison.
Yeah. Well,
from what I've seen,
usually, but yeah, that's where I've seen the guy talking to. I can't think of the cat's name but I know who he is.
Well, I saw a lot of him. He did an interview with another podcaster.
He's not the not alien
Rogan.
guy. No. That's what I'm saying. I've seen him on. I can't think of the cat's name, but I know the one that you're talking about.
There's a guy in Jersey.
The one that you're talking about is probably the one. It's probably the one. Is it the guy that has the lights on the floor? Is that guy?
I don't know. I've seen him. Well, then again, I've seen clips of him on several different podcasters.
He's one of those people that he knows a lot. He can guarantee he's seen some shit. He's one of those cats.
He has seen some shit.
This guy right there. It's that dude. There, that guy right there. That's the podcaster I was talking about. That guy.
Well, you're not showing anything right now.
Oh, well, all this time I thought I had his picture up here. I seriously thought I had the guy's picture.
Well, you got lots of pictures up now.
It's that guy over there. That's the one.
Oh, okay. Well, if you go to the left and under that's the guy I've seen him on.
This one here?
No, to the right. The ones with the white and red clickbait.
What? That's the ex-doofus.
Which one? You were hovering over the secret unit one, but if you go to the left of that, it's one.
Him, that guy. Okay, yeah, him too. Yeah, that's another guy who's really cool. I know who you're talking about.
I've never heard of him before until I started clicking.
No. Him and I've
one in my head on the stuff.
I've watched lots of stuff with him before. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I've only heard of him because of the clickbait of the Kiriakou, and now it's like, well, dude from Jersey, and I don't know what I think of him, but he's neutral enough.
Jesus Christ.
I don't mean anything by that. Well, I think anytime you're viewing content that someone's putting out, you should think a little bit about what am I watching, where is it coming from? But I'm also consuming it and watching it as well. Dude,
I'm not even going to say.
Tell me you're not cautious about anything you watch.
I can't. No, but the whole thing is, I know how I know how people do interviews, though. And it's like Rogan's one of them. That dude just wants to ask questions. He doesn't give a F. You might get some input, but I'm just saying.
Well, he's also selective about his guests these days.
Because he can be.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean, Johnny? Tell me what you mean by that. What selective by guests? What's that mean?
I'm not prepared to.
You shouldn't be, because if you're going where I think you're going, you're full of full time. Those receipts have been shown as bullshit. If you're trying to go that route, by the way, I'm just saying.
I'm saying Rogan's choosing what interviews to take. That's all I'm saying.
No, but you stop short of trying to say why. And if it's because of what I'm thinking of, you're full of shit, because that's been proven. There's receipts out there 100% showing the trail of what really happened.
Well, I'm saying Rogan has given people platforms, and now he's choosing who to give those platforms to. And that's that.
You're making it sound
when
like...
you get to a certain level of popularity...
You're making it sound like during something he gave one
power.
person a platform where he didn't give another person a platform, when that wasn't what happened at all.
Well, is he giving everyone an equal platform today?
He offered a complete equal platform on what we're talking about that we're tiptoeing around, and you know it for a fact, and if you don't, you're lying.
Oh, you're talking about Kamala. I'm not talking about
Well, I don't know what the fuck else you're talking about. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about I guess what's influenced my particular
on this interview. Never mind.
No, I'm certainly not going to suggest that. If anything, I think Kamala should have done his show. I absolutely hold that against her. She should have done it. I'll go on the record right now saying it was a big mistake for her not to have. I would have tuned into that. I would have listened to that.
I would expect you to do that. Yes.
100%. I am on the record of saying it was a mistake for Kamala to not go on the Rogan show. So I'm not at all trying to suggest that she wasn't invited. No, that's her mistake. And I'll say that, but I wasn't even going to presidential candidates. I'm just saying that I saw a clip, and again, this is one person's biased opinion, which is there's a history teacher, I think he lives in Kansas actually, Mr. Beat, that has a YouTube channel. It's a very intelligent person. I like his content. And he's been a big fan of Joe Rogan, but at a certain point, he's like, I stopped listening to him. I couldn't listen to him anymore. And I think he's critical of the fact that he's very selective now about what guests he has on. And, you know, Joe Rogan does his show, and it's his show to do as he wants to do. And that's perfectly fine.
When he's the largest podcaster in the world, Johnny, of course he's going to be selective. What do you mean? I guess that's what I don't understand. That's kind of an insane statement.
I'm saying he's reached a point where he's now, he one would say that he's biased in his guest
No, I think he is flat out said several times he interviews people he wants to interview. That's the difference,
right?
If there's some ziffle you don't want to talk to, why would you have him on to talk to him unless there was a reason to talk to him? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that, you know.
Do you think the View brings on people? Come on, Johnny. I mean, seriously. I mean,
well, I don't watch The View.
I'm just saying.
Although the clips of Norm Macdonald on The View are fucking hilarious, but that's
oh my god.
If that gives you a way out of this, but
Jesus Christ.
But no, Joe Rogan does not appeal to me.
It's Sunday, April 13th of the 2025. How are you doing out there, people?
It only took us an hour and 41 minutes to get the date in this episode.
God. Where Dune won't be tomorrow?
Why won't you be there tomorrow?
Oh. Where were you last week, by the way? Where were you last week? Let's answer that question.
Where was I?
On Monday.
Last week?
You weren't anywhere to be found. You were gone. You know what I don't like, Johnny? This is what I don't like. I don't tell you what I don't like very often, but I'm going to tell you this time.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
tell me what you don't
I'm
like.
gonna tell you what I don't like. I don't like when you don't go on and everybody wants to fucking ask me why you're not on. Like I know, like I am your keeper. I get IMs from people. Where's Johnny?
Well,
where is Johnny?
Well,
and I'm going like, hey, I'm not his boy. I don't keep track of him.
Two things.
Two. I'm just saying.
Number one.
Just saying.
This past Monday of the April 7th, I absolutely was on. You're confused with 2 weeks ago.
No. Wait. Was he? Can I get a fact check? I did not listen to you this Monday. You weren't on. I was asked.
Didn't.
I was specifically asked why you weren't on.
I wasn't on the 31st. I wasn't on the week before last week. And Bod Pro knows she was there.
I'm talking this previous week.
The 31st.
No.
The Monday before the last Monday.
Where the frick is my calendar? Let me bring this bad boy up.
You click the clock of the
Where's
quarter.
today?
Unless you're on the back, in which
Where
case I don't
is the
know.
button? The 7th. You were on the 7th.
I was on the 7th. Mod Pro watched. Look at the chat, dude. Mod Pro's backing me up.
Oh my! No, wait, no. You guys are just effing with me. I don't know.
Dude, if I was fucking with you,
I was on. I was. Now I understand that on that day, I was living East Coast time.
Now Mars wasn't there, but Brian was.
So Mars agrees with me.
No, Mars agrees that he wasn't on the 7th.
I don't know if I like
But I was and Brian was. And Mod Pro backing me up. Heck, Sparky was there. Ask Sparky. You probably got his phone number.
I got to go look at my IMs now because Sparky's one of the ones that always asks me when you're not on, why you're not on. Because he thinks I'm your keeper.
Heck, Sparky clipped me calling myself an idiot on the show this past 7th.
Oh, shit.
But I wasn't here on the 31st. And if you want to talk about the 31st, we could talk about the 31st.
Sparky.
Which will bring me to point number 2, which was on the 31st when I wasn't on, I came into my chat before the show and was nice enough to let Mod Pro know, sorry, I just can't. And
Sparky?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is Sparky Toaster not on? How do you spell his name? S-P-A-R-K?
Well, it starts with an S.
With an S. Don't damn it.
I don't know if there's an underscore or whatever, but I know how to spell Sparky and I know how to spell toaster. And
Sparky.
From there, you got variations of whatever's in between. Well, let me bring up my Twitch thing.
Well, usually he's at the top of my list of people I have talked to. I'm not seeing him in here.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did he delete his account? I don't have him in my list of.
I'm telling you,
anymore.
I did. Did he do something? Oh my God! Hang on. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go to the real dark side. I gotta go Facebook Messenger.
Holy crap!
Facebook.
I think he's. Oh wait. Well, no. That's.
Here it is. Oh, here it is, right here. I'm watching you. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't read this out loud. I'm going to read this.
Oh, you got to tell me what's going on. What
I'm
happened?
watching you.
Go.
I'm watching you. I just can't talk because of my suspension. I'm watching from an unknown browser from the underground. Your friend in Christ, Sparky Toaster.
Oh my God, dude! What's the call-in number?
We
gotta get him.
What the?
We gotta find out about this.
What the actual beep?
What the actual?
Now,
how does someone get suspended from just watching a bunch of K-pop channels?
Wait a second here.
Learn that or know that. Brian, you're fond of the saying, it was hard to program so it should be hard to use.
Right.
Well, here's my line. It should be idiot-proof. Why? Because I'm an idiot.
Okay. He did send me that.
Yeah, he sent you that because I was live last Monday, April
Monday
7th,
the 7th
of the 2025.
I'm having a lost time episode.
But the week before I was sick. I had a bad cold and I just couldn't even.
Really you?
That's really him.
What is the safe word? There. I'm going to see what he writes
You
back.
and Sparky have a safe word?
Don't judge us.
Hey, no kink shaming here.
Just saying. I am a little... What the hell, Twitch? What could Sparky have done? Listen, the man who has a... Oh, shit. iPad down. Here. Where is it?
We got to get this story. We have got to get... Maybe we'll have to do a YouTube-only
The person
stream.
whose sister sent me this F-bomb.
Yes.
Which may or may not be full of weed. I don't know. It doesn't smell like it. It's got a little thing on it there.
Well, you have to smoke it and let us know.
So, yeah. I mean, how can this really happen?
We got to get this story.
Oh, no kidding. And if it ain't good enough, I'm going to embellish, just saying. F-bomb. Jonny can go full F-bomb on Twitch for you.
Fuckity fuck.
Why, how
the
is it
fuck?
possible?
Why the fuck would you fucking tell Sparky to fuck the fuck off? You should fuck the fuck off.
Since you drop F-bombs every once in a while, here you go. Sparky Toaster, Merry Christmas. P.S. Not living in your basement. Just saying.
Damn, I mean, Sparky's always been a pretty good guy. I don't see why he would even get banned.
What part did he say, like...
He's always been polite, reasonable.
Always. He hasn't replied with the safe word, by the way. So until I know it's him, I'm not going to even...
You're not going to let up till he gives the safe word.
You got to have the safe word.
You got to have the safe word.
Yeah, you got to have the... Because otherwise, just a dude. I don't know, man. How long of a thing was this? He sent me something on Thursday.
Yeah, and he watched my show.
Twitch got
on Monday.
me. He typed something in the chat that was taken wrong, which means blah blah blah. And he sends a screenshot.
Oh,
I'm gonna send. Yeah, this doesn't have anybody's name on it, so I'm gonna send you this screenshot.
We can't repeat exactly what he said because we don't want to get misunderstood
we also
ourselves.
Don't. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. So let me see here.
But maybe we could try to interpret it and give a interpretive dance.
Well, this is just a screenshot. I don't think it actually says anything.
Oh, this is the hateful slurs or symbols. Using hateful slurs, hate symbols, or hate group emblems without context or in a harmful manner.
Man, they are broke.
And then they give examples.
They are broken.
In public or private chat messages, 7-day suspension.
That's
now does
7 days. My God.
Well, out of a life expectancy of,
but I'm just saying. I mean, the big people on Twitch,
days?
They pop a booby and only get like a day. Huh.
Well, to be fair, I've popped a booby a few times and I've gotten nothing.
Sir Mar says, "Yep, that's a thing."
Does Sparky know what he said?
He does, and I'm not going to say what it is.
Could you type to me or
I
paste
can.
To me?
I can.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see.
And then we'll try to find a way to maybe make it G-rated for the kiddies out there to explain what may have. Yeah,
And B.
Clearly was misunderstood.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, absolutely. What is that ding going on? Or is that the sound that it makes? That's my
you.
Messenger. That's yours
receiving
going when I send you. Oh, that's it.
Well, heck, you said the same thing yourself earlier in the show, Dune. He's doing the zoomed in thing, isn't he? This is funny. Oh, I misunderstood you. We were fact checking earlier, is what we were doing. Damn, that sucks.
See you all next week, maybe.
It's okay, dude. I won't turn you in. I'll just tell the world. It's okay, dude. No one tunes into this.
That's true. That's true. There's only,
come on.
There's 9 bots out there listening. That's it.
if you haven't gotten permabanned for showing the amount of boobies you've shown,
I haven't shown that many.
Show.
Just accidentally. Just accidentally.
I just find it funny that you did actually say the same thing. But that's okay because Mod Pro's laughing.
I didn't say it. That's the whole point. I said the first 2 letters, and it was for something else that you trying to get me in trouble for that I didn't say.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble, nor do I think you should be in trouble. Nor do I think Sparky should be
I think what it was is he might have typed it.
Well, and he actually was typing it in a completely different context of what he's saying. So it's that's
exactly. It's true.
You know, it's funny. This morning I was listening to some Rod Stewart on the 8-track, and he makes reference. He was singing a song about how he needs a woman because, and one of the lines talks about how his family's starting to think he's gay, and I'm like, wow, like I don't think you can get away with that in song lyrics these days.
That's true. Keep talking. I'm trying to do something.
But well, I don't have much more to go with that.
Oh, it just makes something else up.
We need to find another topic. Is what we need to do.
We do. But I'm looking for one.
I found. This beer glass is nowhere near close enough to the bottom of the glass it should be close to because we only got 5 minutes left to go here. That is good. That is really good.
Wait a second. Where is this? There it is.
But no, yeah. So that's total bullshit, and we look forward to the end of that 7 days. And I'm going to go ahead and say right here, right now, because no one fucking cares what we say right here, right now. But fuck you, Twitch, on behalf of Sparky. Well, on behalf of myself, because of how they treated Sparky. Fuck you, Twitch. But Dune, what are you doing?
Oh, there. I have a picture of Sparky in his car. I'm trying to find it here. Hang on.
Is it a real picture of Sparky?
Sure,
we have no idea what Sparky looks like.
Well, you'll get to see here in a second. Hang on. Captures.
You're going to see Sparky?
Captures? Is that the captures?
Captures.
Captures. Air.
Captures.
Air server. There it is. Captures. Okay.
Capture. How does Sparky stay in contact with you without the Twitches? Because I need to establish some kind of like.
I got to turn this up. So let me see if this works.
Twitch.
That's not working.
Just in case they turn him off longer.
Okay. Here we go. I found it.
Otherwise, how am I going to update him about our conference rooms? But
that's true. Oop, wrong one.
Henry Invisible. No, wrong one.
So here we go. This is Sparky at a drag strip.
Oh,
trying to start his car. Because
he's one of those guys.
He's one of those guys.
Okay.
And then
he's in the car.
Now the best part, I want you to be prepared because towards the end of this video is the most stoned person in Texas. Okay, so we get to see Sparky's car in the most stoned person in Texas.
Oh,
here he is. Look, guy, not even phased.
Somebody hear something?
Yeah. Did something just happen? That was an explosion, my friend. I mean to tell you, that shit took orbit. But I love this guy. I mean, the hood's over there. This guy's just sitting there going like, did something just happen? That is so...
I think I saw a flash of red.
Look at that. Look at that.
Not sure.
Look at that. Look at those eyes.
Delayed reaction like, did something just fly in the air?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, this was fun too. This was a friend of mine. These are people that are like have stolen air conditioners, and they're venting them.
Okay.
Out in the air. Because that's how they roll.
Why would you do that?
Because they're stupid. They steal things. So anyway, that's it. What is this? This is
You steal an air conditioner and then you vent an air conditioner? Why would you vent?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because they're stupid. This was them singing me a song. Here, we'll close with this one here.
I have no reasons for you. I am no hero.
Close with the Tangerine Club because Johnny's going to talk about it. Now, so, Johnny, unlike last week, are you going to be on this week?
Unlike the week before last.
I don't know if I'm okay with being wrong this many times. starting to question myself.
You've only been wrong once on this show.
Oh, I don't know. This is not good.
You've only been proven wrong once on this show. You've been wrong way more than that, but you've only been proven wrong once on this show, and that was that I did. But you weren't completely wrong. You just had the timing off. You were right. I missed a show.
Okay.
You were just wrong about the week.
Well, I didn't listen to your show last week. I can tell you that.
I noticed.
I know that for a fact because I didn't think you were
That's why
wrong.
I felt safe going to the making my slights against certain administrations. It's like, Dune's not been in the chat. I may as well.
Yeah, I don't care. I didn't miss anything then.
What would Dune say? Not what I'm about to.
Don't worry.
But,
I blame jet lag. There we go. Cheesecake, don't tease me, bro. Don't tease me, bro.
Oh, I'm totally making cheesecake for Easter.
Anyway, tomorrow, Johnny says he'll be on.
I will be live.
That way you don't.
I will be on.
So don't call me when Johnny's not on. Don't call Dune.
No. Who's calling you?
People.
Because I'll put them on my list to let them know.
I'm going to people. The people I was talking to that can't talk because he's banned now. He's one of them.
So Sparky 2 weeks ago.
He has a back door.
Well, that's the thing. Sparky sometimes jumps in late.
Yeah.
But I jumped in before the show started to let people.
Hey, listen, we're going to go over and hang out with Dallas, Texas, and I think we're going to get cut off. So there we go. Go see Johnny or not.
Okay, so I'll be on tomorrow.
Yes.
And Marcius will be here. Brian should be here.
All right.
And we'll talk about things.
And there it goes. Poof.
Dune being wrong.
And we're gone.
Thank you. Good night.
That's it. You're such a liar, Johnny. You lie. Liar.